After working 10 grueling years, 80 hours a week with no days off, for my family's construction company, I found out my parents secretly transferred 75% of the business to my younger sister. The same sister who never stepped onto a job site, never held a hammer, and spent her 20s living off finding herself. I wasn't just betrayed, I was erased. But I didn't scream. I didn't beg. I walked away. And I built something better, on my own terms. When they came crawling back years later, I finally had the power. And I had a choice, forgive, or finish what they started. My name is Erica. I'm 33 now, but this all started when I was 23. Fresh out of college with a degree in architecture, I returned home with one goal: help grow our small, family-owned construction business into something bigger. My parents, especially my dad, always talked about legacy. My mom loved the idea of us girls taking the reins one day. So when they invited me to join Maddox Construction, I didn't hesitate. I traded long summer nights for site inspections and concrete pours. While my friends took vacations, I was in safety boots reviewing blueprints at midnight. I started from the ground up, literally. I worked alongside the crew, managed client contracts, learned to bid jobs competitively. I gave everything, 10 years of my life, working weekends, skipping birthdays and relationships, all for the dream that one day I would lead the company. My dad always said, "This is your legacy too." My younger sister, Bella, couldn't have been more different. She was artistic, spontaneous, and always moving to the next big thing. Yoga instructor in Bali one year. A short-lived Etsy candle business the next. She was the free spirit, and our parents treated her like a delicate butterfly. While I was sweating under the sun managing foundation work, Bella was posting filtered selfies in bohemian dresses with captions about alignment and energy. I never resented her. I just thought we had différé. She was the dreamer. I was the doer. So when I started asking my dad about ownership, about maybe becoming a formal partner, he said, "Don't worry about paperwork. This company will be yours. It's already yours in every way that matters." I believed him. That's where I messed up. About a year later, I noticed small shifts. Fewer emails. Less involvement in key meetings. I chalked it up to us expanding. I thought maybe my dad was trying to shoulder more again to lighten my load. But then our accountant, Lydia, someone I had trusted for years, pulled me aside one morning. "I shouldn't be telling you this," she said carefully, "but I think you deserve to see it." She handed me a copy of a shareholder agreement. My parents had transferred 75% of Maddox Construction to Bella. Quietly. 6 months ago. I remember sitting there, staring at the paper like it wasn't even real. I couldn't breathe. Bella. The sister who had barely worked a month in the business. Who didn't even know the difference between load-bearing and decorative walls. She owned 3/4 of the company I had bled for. I didn't confront them. I didn't throw a fit. I just left. Quietly. Completely. No one even called me for 3 days. Then I got a text from my mom. "Sweetheart, Bella's just going to bring a new energy. Don't take this personally. You're still part of the family." And then Bella sent a voice note. "Hey sis, this isn't about replacing you. I just think I can bring something fresh. Let's collaborate, you on the ground, me on the brand." I stared at my phone. Collaborate? I was supposed to answer to her now? The same girl who once tried to grout a bathroom tile with whipped body butter? That night, I packed everything into my car and drove to a friend's apartment. I cried. I didn't sleep. I stared at the ceiling wondering how everything I built could be handed away like a party favor. But then something shifted. I realized they didn't see me as a leader. They saw me as reliable. As safe. As someone who would never walk away. So I walked away. And I started my own company, Imberline Buildworks. Small, scrappy, but mine. I started with one client, someone I'd met years ago who remembered my work ethic. That turned into 3 clients. Then 7. I called in every favor, worked day and night, and rebuilt from zero. And I got lucky. Not with handouts, but with reputation. Turns out, people noticed when I left Maddox. And when Bella tried to rebrand the company with influencers and yoga retreats, clients noticed something else: delays, bad budgeting, chaos. By year 2, Imberline had taken over a third of their contracts. By year 3, we'd landed a city development deal that Maddox had desperately wanted. That's when I got a call from my dad. "Erica," he said softly. We made a mistake." And then my mom. Bella's stepping back. She's overwhelmed. "We were hoping maybe you'd help get the company back on its feet." The company they gutted for likes and logos. The legacy they stripped from me. I met them, calmly, in the same office I once called home. "I'll consider helping," I said, "but only under one condition." I bought 100% of Maddox Construction, at a heavily reduced valuation. They agreed. And I merged it under Emberline. I took the good employees, retired the brand, rebuilt the foundation from scratch. Bella is now a lifestyle coach somewhere in Arizona. I don't hear from her much anymore. My parents? They send the occasional birthday text. We're civil. But I'll never forget. Because in their eyes, I was the one who would never say no. The one who would always show up. The one who didn't need recognition. But I did. And now I have it. Not from them, but from every client I serve. Every builder I mentor. Every woman who walks onto my job site and knows that leadership doesn't wear. Sometimes your family thinks they're protecting the golden child. But really, they're just setting the other one free. I wasn't the favorite. I was the foundation. And they never saw it, until I built something stronger without them.